LeBron back in action, ready to go for another round in Philly. Sixers rocking their all-black hardwood classics. As you see Maxey there.
That's such a good uniform.
Yeah.
Let's flash back to November 2003. It was LeBron 2 weeks into his NBA career playing against Philly. And you see him there against those throwbacks. Now let's get to Sunday night, first quarter. LeBron flying down the lane for the tomahawk, Monica.
Turning back the hands of time. Look at that. Sync it up.
Wow.
Wow, that is impressive. That really is.
Now let's get to Luka. Daddy Luka's back in the house. Recorded his 49th career 30-point triple-double, now only trailing Oscar Robertson for most in NBA history.
Is that what you call him, Daddy Luka?
That's what I'm calling him now. Fourth quarter, Sixers down 4. Tyrese Maxey in action here. Gets the midi. Philly within 2.
He nice.
A few minutes later, Luka showing off the mid-range. LA back up 4. 4.5 to play, Lakers up 2. Luka finds LeBron, hits the deep 2, foot on the line. Minute and a half left, Philly down 2. Joel Embiid goes to work. Free throw line jumper is pure. Game tied at 105. Then it's Bron time. LeBron, contested 3. And then, after an empty Philly possession, LeBron, again, step back. You got it.
Okay, young fella.
James finished with a season-high 29, also added 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Lakers get the win. Here's LeBron after putting his crown on after the game.
All right, last one. Did I see a finisher and a crown celebration on that last one?
Absolutely. I messed it for the first time in my life.
Needed to.
Yeah, I needed to. I had that moment.
That was vintage LeBron, so, we're happy he was there to save us. He had an amazing game, obviously amazing fourth quarter. I think it was 2 or 3 baskets was insanely important for us. So he just decided the game.
Sorry, I've had so many of those moments there. It never gets old, and that's the one thing you won't be able to get back when you're done playing is that arena. That excitement of going out and either the excitement or the boos and the cheers or whatever the case may be. You'll never be able to get that back once you're done playing.
All right, Mark, I'm going to start with you. What did the old man show you last night?
No, previously on NBA Today, I said he's a man and he's not a machine, and perhaps we're seeing some chink in his arbor. Boy, that man was Drago'd last night,
Yep.
man. I mean, that was vintage LeBron. He was amazing. And the good thing is when you have Daddy Luka, as you called him.
Oh, my gosh.
Austin Reaves.
Perk called him Skinny Luka, so I'm calling him Daddy Luka.
Fair enough.
This is going to be one of the greatest third scorers the league has seen. I mean, if that's your third scorer, and he could do that on when they need him to do it. But the good thing is he doesn't have to do that all the time. So to me, it was nostalgic seeing him back in Philly. And the million-dollar question is how much longer does he have? But when he's in Philly, when he's in New York, when he's in Chase Center, it's always going to be extra cool to see him in those games.
Monica, you're on the West Coast. What do you think of the team that is the most beloved on the West Coast?
Okay, here's the thing. To Mark's point, if you got somebody that's putting up triple-doubles casually, a la Luka Doncic, you have the opportunity to turn back the hands of time in spurts. Do I expect LeBron to average sort of this productivity, that efficiency from the three-point line over this season in season 23? Probably not. But to Mark's point, he's in a position now where you look at the attention that Austin Reaves is garnering. You look at the attention that obviously Luka Doncic is garnering. He just has to pick his spots. And when you look at it, some plays from last night, this is Austin Reaves operating in that pick and roll, right? There's LeBron. It's a give-and-go situation. The defense actually probably for the first time in however long almost loses track of LeBron James, and that allows you to set up for this easy play at the rim. That's a high flyer. He's always been a terrific facilitator. We know that about his game, and that has stood the test of time. Same thing here. You decide to leave LeBron James covering the pick and roll or the screen action? Like, I think for me, he is taking advantage of his teammates, the attention that they garner, and we all know his basketball IQ is outstanding, so he's going to be able to find his spots.
I thought him being out the first month of the season was probably the best thing for LeBron. And, of course, he has mentioned it as far as getting his lungs back, as far as getting back into shape here. I think it's basically going to prolong him this year as far as the level of play. And you can look back before that game and what he did in Toronto and certainly struggled. And the scoring streak was snapped the next game here. But the fourth quarter last night was vintage LeBron. Remember, this is a player that shot 7 of 26 from 3 prior to last night. Last night, 4 of 6 from deep. And I just thought you saw a little bit more fresher. I thought the legs were there. And as you can see, that last play, backing down Quentin Grimes. Yeah. People were saying, wait a minute, that's an offense. Wait, no, he's just bigger.
Yeah.
He's just bigger and stronger here.
Yeah. Well, he also told Mike Trudell in the postgame walk-off, I was watching it, he said he's got his legs, right? He felt fresh. And it was the first time he had felt that, it seemed like, or at least he had implied that was the case for the first time this season. So good stuff from LeBron for sure. The defending champs are smoking hot, literally. Thunder taking on the Jazz without SGA. The Thunder start the game smoking hot here. Thunder hit 11 threes in the first quarter, the most in any quarter in franchise history, as well as most by any team in a quarter this season. And the Thunder are just getting warmed up.
Going up and coming down, that's for sure.
Let's go early second quarter here. J-Dub finds Chet for the dunk. J-Dub at 25 and 8. A minute later, Cason Wallace throws it up to Holmgren. Here it comes.
Oh.
Thunder so hot, they're causing smoke off the stanchion, literally.
Jeez.
Holmgren with 25 and 9.
Oh.
Thunder go on.
Soccer, just keep going.
That is
Smoke the Jazz by 30.
Running clock.
Jeez.
Thunder may be even better than last year, as they're 4 games better than they were through 24 games last season, and are outscoring teams by 4 more points per game, which is pretty impressive since they set the all-time single-season point differential record last year. And the Thunder are scoring 5.4 more points per 100 possessions than the vaunted 2015-16 Warriors did during their all-time best 24-0 start to begin a season. And with 1 more win, they would match the 73-win Warriors' 25-game start, as, of course, Golden State lost game 25. Speaking of the Dubs, let's check in on Golden State's weekend. Warriors visiting the Cavs. Pat Spencer gets his first career start.
He's him.
Who's Pat Spencer again? For those that don't know,
It's a great story.
#1 pick in 2019 in the PLL, the Premier Lacrosse League, all-time Division I assist leader during his 4 years at Loyola University, and an award-winning, Heisman Trophy winning, basically. It's called the Tewaaraton Trophy, which is like the Heisman for lacrosse. Fast forward, Spencer, catch and shoot here. Nice ball movement. He drains the 3. I mean, dude can ball, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah, he can.
And he wears 61, probably the first NBA
Now he seals the game with a free throw. Spencer waving goodbye after that to the Cavs crowd. Wow. Here's Steve Kerr after the game.
I think the other thing is that his coach realized that Pat is that. You know, I think that's that became clear. Sorry. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you did, Steve. Hey, Jimmy Butler made his return from injury versus his former team, the Bulls. Pat Spencer got his second career start. Spencer starting in place of Kuminga. Spencer on the drive. Fade away. Nice jumper.
Get that jersey in the store.
Wow.
Fourth quarter was Jimmy time. Gets the easy lay in there. Next possession down, Jimmy. From 3.
I mean, where's the defense on
That does not exist in the Windy City, apparently.
Warriors win. Here's Steve Kerr on the Jonathan Kuminga situation.
Just got to keep going, just like everybody else who's in this position. And it happens to everybody, you know, pretty much, other than the stars. You know, guys come in and out of the rotation depending on, you know, who's available, how the team's playing.
I think we just switched certain things. Yeah, that's all. As long as things are working out there and we're winning, I don't see the point of, you know, switching anything, changing. So, you know, whenever my number get called, I'll be ready.
So it seems like Jonathan Kuminga is saying all the right things, but
yes, you're right.
How big a deal is this DMP?
Free JK. Free JK. You can see it in his eyes. He's trying to be professional. I mean, it's still several weeks away before he's eligible to be traded, and it's just started off so well. He averaged 15 points and 7 rebounds the first 12 games. Then he got hurt, and just like last season after he came back from injury, just doesn't mesh well with the Warriors. Obviously, it's going to be a couple weeks till he's eligible to be traded, but I know the Sacramento Kings are still interested. They threw Monk at it before in the first, but I don't think that first would be available anymore. But now Kuminga's at a number at $24 million where, you know, perhaps they could get a better player or they're going to have to get a bigger name player probably than before because of that number. So that will help the Warriors out.
Bobby, where is his trade value now as compared to over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, it's still mixed. There's a faction of teams that really like him just based on his athleticism and his upside and as far as filling a need from a front court big wing here. I think it's going to be interesting to monitor. He's eligible to be traded starting on January 15th. His contract rate is around $22.5 million. I think the big question for me is what happens if there's a deal not of the Warriors' liking if they don't make a trade by the February 5th deadline and he's still on this roster past that. What is going to be the internal dynamics of it? He's saying the right things right now. 2 months from now, if he's still on this Golden State roster and his role is still the same here.
See, that's the thing. The role to me, like, you go through last night's box score, you obviously had no Curry, no Green, like, and you see Kuminga. So like, I hear you. To a point, you are a professional, but then you get to a place where you could professionally say, this is no longer a good fit on my end either, and we would all be looking and watching because there was a point last season when they were trying to stay afloat where you needed the productivity of Jonathan Kuminga, and he was able to step up.
You know, and it's interesting hearing Steve Kerr talk, and this is a Warrior roster that had been taken on water here with their injuries here, and you're putting out the players that you think are the best that can help you win games. But him talking about Jonathan Kuminga felt like it was Jonathan Kuminga's rookie season. I mean, this is a guy that's been on your roster already for 4 seasons.
But this has been an ongoing battle for the last 2 or 3 for sure.